But I think one of the best things about AI is that, like the internet, it's the great equator, meaning that regardless of your economic level, if you get access to the internet and get access to an AI chatbot, I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, I think that's the one
Yeah.
of the best things for it. You know, if you're a parent that homeschools, let's say that maybe you can't afford to go to higher education. I mean, it's right there. And the good thing about it is, we always get into those, what I call the Google arguments, when you're trying to prove that you're right and the other person's wrong. You don't necessarily have to go to 12 Google pages to find the information that you want. You just put in the right AI prompt, and it'll give you the best answer. And I am glad sites like Google and chatbots like Perplexity are allowing us not only to generate content, but we also can find whatever resources we want whenever it comes to any topic out there.
I love that idea of the equalizer. I keep saying it's kind of democratized marketing, especially because, 2 years ago, even a $1 or $10 million company couldn't compete with $100 million company's marketing budget and the resources they had for ghostwriters and videographers and all that kind of stuff. But now, I mean, it's an equal playing field. We're all learning AI at the same speed. If you can learn faster, if you can use these tools, they're like $20 a month. Go sign up, practice, and get yourself a competitive advantage. Or like you said, even if it's personal education and stuff, you want to learn about anything or make anything, you can do it. It's up to you to take the steps to go do it and build it. So that's
I had
my,
someone reach out to me recently asking they needed to do a business plan. And, I kind of get impatient at that stuff, especially in the AI age. It's like, go to ChatGPT and create one. And they're like, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, I'm done. You can't investigate and look at AI. I can't help you out. And I mean, I just don't have the time to sit down and do that. I mean, it's just amazing all the resources that AI in its current form can give to you. I mean, of course, it'll reach its plateau once we get into more video creation content with sites like Sora, and I forget there's another one out there that can animate a static image and make it a video
yeah.
AI image. But I mean, yeah, it's just like it's all there. But Mike, the good thing is, and really love the name of your podcast, is that there's still room for the human element, because AI is not the creator; it's the human element that's driving the creation of AI for you to generate what you want, which allows you to take whatever idea you started with to the next level.
Well, since you have all those superhero characters behind you, I'll have to tell you my superhero analogy too. But I'm hitting all my usual talk tracks. I like thinking about Iron Man, not Terminator. So we want to
Right.
be Tony Stark. We want to wrap ourselves in technology and have Jarvis talking to us and giving us information we wouldn't have or that we can't comprehend. The amount of data. We need AI to help us process that and pull out insights and stuff. But we're not trying to build this autonomous AI Terminator robot to go out and do jobs for us, right? That just it can work in some small cases or specific use cases, but it's generally not the best practice. The best practice is human with tech. Get the best outcomes for now. But I did want to ask you about the future before we get out of here. And I think the future of work is like you said, you got to jump in to AI. If you're trying to ignore it and just say, "Oh, I'm not a tech person anymore. I'm not really into AI." You're not going to have a job. I don't think 3 to 5 years from now. It's going to be like saying, "I'm not into the internet. I don't really use a computer, or I don't use email now." It's like just not possible. But what do you see if you looked out to 2030? What do you think the shape of work or the business community is?
I think the human element's never going away, because people who do business with people. I see all these people trying to come up with chatbot avatars and stuff like that. And that's cool. It's good to see AI images of yourself, but people still want to interact with people. So although you may see like the occasional voicemail that may pop up with an AI avatar, or maybe one that's going to mimic your movements when you're doing a Zoom podcast or anything like that. But I mean, you still have to have people involved, because AI is only able to do so much. So I think probably in 2030, I think it'll probably be more of a world closer to what we talked about earlier with Star Trek, where you've just got AI that, and I think it'll more be a mesh of generative AI and conversational AI. So you'll be able to see your Google and your Amazon devices, you'll be able to interact with them like normal people. Right now, with say Siri or with Google or with, you can only ask it one question and then maybe it'll generate an answer. But what we want in our world is to be able to have technology to do analogy what you said, that kind of wraps around us like a body of body of armor, and be able to help us get to the next task. If you want say AI to help you with your social media posts, you're talking to it rather than having to type that information out, and you can just have those conversations. Same thing with at home. If you've got specific tasks to do around the house, you have an AI chatbot that's helping you out every step of the way, rather than you having to put so much of your own input when you're doing these tasks. So I mean, that's what I see. I don't see people going anywhere. I just see more jobs, obviously, that will be created because of AI, as opposed to people being replaced with AI.
Yeah, I think a lot of that makes sense to me. I do think there will be some jobs like we've seen where there'll be a split. There'll be just some jobs that are just better done by robots and that people don't really want to do in the first place. And so a lot of the physical dangers or a lot of repetitive tasks that humans are not really great at, a lot of data crunching and things that are just impossible for humans to do, we'll see all of that taken over. And then there's some human aspects and human interaction and sales and community and parties and stuff that you don't want an AI avatar attending Christmas dinner for you. You want to go
Right.
so I think those are inherently human, although sometimes we would like to send a surrogate. Yeah, I'm with you.